Oh, yeah. Any news?
Nothing.
It's just not right, I'm leaving us waiting here like this.
It's been a long time. I hope he's all right.
Trying to work out what might have happened.
He was drunk. Fell down the stairs.
Well, that's what it looks like, all right. He'll be able to tell us more when he wakes up.
If he wakes up.
Well, don't talk like that. Of course he'll wake up.
Sure he will.
Oh, if anything's happened to him, I'll never forgive myself.
Mrs. Stokes,
Yeah.
your father's come round. He's got a badly broken ankle and severe concussion.
What's with the police?
Well, they're probably looking for statements on the road accident. If you'd like to come with me, I can take you to him.
If you don't mind, I'd rather talk to him on my own.
Your father still can't remember much about the accident, Mrs. Stokes. That knock on the head was a bad one.
Dad, how are you feeling, love?
Well, I was hoping you could tell the doctor what happened.
How would I know, Dad?
I remember we were having a row, and one of the guests, Mr. Sangster.
Yeah, that's right. And you were being very unreasonable, remember? And I left you to it. You almost threw the poor geezer out. Well, last I remember, Dad, you were going out for a kip.
Yes. Yes, it must have been something like that.
When can I take him home?
Well, not yet. I think it's best we keep him in a few hours. Back in a moment, Mr. Turner. I'd like the registrar to examine him before he's discharged.
You think it might be something more serious, then?
Not really, no. It's a normal precaution with a head injury. I don't think there's any permanent damage, but there are other aspects of the accident that concern me.
What do you mean?
Well, frankly, Mrs. Stokes, he's drunk. 3 times over the limit. Can't you see that's not a suitable lifestyle for a man of his age with a heart condition?
And you're suggesting that's something to do with me? He's a grown man, for goodness sake.
He's an elderly man, Mrs. Stokes. And someone needs to impress on him that if he goes on like this, the next accident could be fatal.
Oh, I can assure you. I will be keeping him on the straight and narrow from now on. There you go, darling. Thank you.
Where's Alan?
Oh, they're bringing him back once the registrar's examined him.
He's all right.
Oh, the injuries will heal in time, but I'm a bit worried about his state of mind. He's been behaving very peculiarly since Shelley left. Drinking far too much.
Well, he's always liked to drop.
This is a bit more serious. Now, he started to make up stories, you know, when he can't remember what's really happened.
Didn't realise it was that bad.
Well, I'm only telling you, Jack, because I know you're a true friend. The Dingles pretend to be while he's buying the drinks, but... well, I don't think they know what it's doing to his health.
£25.40, please.
There you go.
Like you're stocking well up.
Yeah. I want everything ready for when my dad gets back from the hospital. Oh, I won't be into work today, Eric.
Got to be. We're still behind with the Ornams order, remember? They won't give us another extension, and we could lose lots of money over this.
Well, I'm sorry, but my dad's health comes first.
Guilty conscience.
What do you mean?
Because you're always irritated by him, and he's got friends who can look after him more sympathetically than you can.
Yes, well, the doctors didn't say he needed sympathy. Just keeping off the booze and on the straight and narrow. And I intend to make sure he follows his doctor's orders. See ya.
Steady on. Oh, go easy with that.
Take her.
Thanks, lads. I'm sorry you had such a difficult patient.
My ankle hurts and I've got a headache.
Yes. Well, that will be the hangover, Dad, which is entirely your own fault. Look at these. They're filthy. You've worn them for 2 days.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
And so you should be. You're behaving like a demented old hippie. Now, it has got to stop. No drinking, no parties, and no more fishing trips.
And no more fun.
I'm doing this for your own good. You should thank me. So now it's left to me to pick up the pieces of your miserable life. Some magazines and some books, all right? And I've got your radio.
Well, could we get the telly up here?
I think that might be a bit heavy for me, Dad.
Well, Zach could do it for us.
I am not having that man in this house. He's a bad influence.
All right, well, we'll ask Jack.
I do hope you're not going to be a difficult patient, Dad. Remember, you wouldn't be in this mess if you'd listened to me in the first place. Who knows what's best? You just do what you're told. We'll soon have you on the mend. Right, if you need me, just shout.
Is Alan back from hospital?
Yes, and resting peacefully, which gives me a chance to talk to Marlon.
I was going to call you. We've got chicken casserole on the go, so I can make him a takeaway.
I'm quite capable of cooking his meals, thank you.
Oh, yeah, it's just his favourite, so...
Rich food is bad for him. I got him on a sensible diet.
So, what do you want to see me for?
I want you to keep your family away from him. I don't want a repeat performance of yesterday's bad behaviour.
It's just a bit of fun.
My father is a very sick man, Marlon. That sort of fun could kill him.
I'll put the word around.
I see the nursing's already driven you to drink. So I expect to see you in the factory tomorrow.
No, you won't. I'm going to move back into the B&B, devote more time to my dad.
Well, I think that's a big mistake.
I thought you'd be pleased to have the house all to yourself again. Don't tell me you're going to miss having me around, Eric.
You have absolutely no fear on that account. I just think you're spreading yourself a little too thin and the factory might suffer.
I shouldn't worry about that. It's just a matter of priorities.
I think it's nice, Eric. Someone putting their family first for a change.
Not when it eats into my profits. Thank you. I'll have a whiskey. Thank you.
You've got another visitor.
Rodney, what a nice surprise.
Right, I'll plump your pillows.
I come bearing gifts.
Oh, and Diane's bought me chocolates. That is nice of you both.
Yes, and I shall make sure you get them later. You've got to take your painkillers
I'm
first.
feeling a bit better now.
Yes, well, doctor's orders. He's been a terrible patient.
Hey, now you want to listen to Steph? She's only trying to help.
How long will you have to stay in bed?
It could be weeks.
It's been a blessing in disguise. Truth be known, he's been letting himself go. You know, boozing too much and not looking after his weight. I'm going to try and get him fitter than ever.
Sounds like you've been enrolled in a boot camp.
Oh, no, I ain't got him exercising yet, no. Just on a detox diet, you know, get all the poisons out of his system.
I've only broken my ankle.
Yes, and we all know what caused that.
You really do need taking in hand.
And I'm just the girl to do it. Oh, I've moved all my things into the guest room next door. And I've cancelled all the bookings for next week. I think I've got enough to cope with, don't you, with you on my hands?
Yes, of course. I want you to know I do appreciate all you're doing.
Oh, makes a change. You don't usually notice.
Well, I know we haven't been getting on very well lately, but I thought perhaps we could make a fresh start, yet again.
That's because you've realised if you lose me, you're going to drift into a lonely old age. Shelley gone, poor Tricia dead, and Terence, well, he's never bothered to phone. No, I'm all you've got left. Grange B&B? Oh, no, I'm so sorry. He's asleep at the moment. Yes, of course I'll pass on your good wishes. Ta-da!
Who was that on the phone, Steph?
Don't worry, Dad. Wrong number.
Steph? Steph? Can you hear me, Steph?
Now, in terms of care, I've got plants in there.
Could you bring me a glass of water?
I feed it once every couple of weeks with off-the-shelf plant food.
Good afternoon, Grange B&B. Shelley, what a surprise. He ain't here. It's none of your business. What's the matter, girl? Ain't you put my dad through enough? No, you listen here. It took him a long time to get over you. I look after him now. I don't think you realise how much you hurt him. Please don't ring again. Oh, and Shell, take care, love. Oh, Dad, I am so sorry I'm late. Hectic morning.
The phone, who were you speaking to?
Nobody. No, nothing for you to worry about.
It's been ringing a lot this morning.
Has it? Right, well, I'll unplug it.
No, because I've let the business slide a bit lately.
No, don't you worry about a thing. I can handle it. Hungry?
Yeah, ravenous.
Good. There you are, darling.
Any more of this and I'll just fade away.
Oh, I think you could do with shedding a few pounds, Dad.
Well, I think I did at breakfast.
3 healthy meals a day. Less stress on the ankle, less strain on the heart.
Right, thank you. You're right.
Well, I must dash. Mwah. I'll see you later.
Steph, have you seen my crutches? They were against the end of the bed here. Steph, my crutches.
Oh, I kept falling over them. I put them in the cupboard.
Well, they're no good in there. Would you get them, please?
Why? Where do you think you're going?
Well, surely I can manage a few stairs.
Doctor said complete rest. I'm putting my foot down.
Well, I am rested. I've slept half the day.
The doctor also said a higher dosage in the evening was a good idea. Come on. Swallow. Stop sulking. I want to make sure you get a good rest. You'll feel better for it. You'll be out like a light soon. How you feeling? Are you comfortable? You've been horrible to me in the past, Dad. I was never quite good enough. But you're going to need me more than ever now. Shh. Sleep well.
Hey.
You look rather dapper.
Oh, Diane's wedding in a bit. Let's get away from the pub. It's awash with hormones and hairspray.
Oh, I forgot.
Don't be daft.
Dan's all right.
Excited. Exasperating, the usual.
Yeah, we used to roar around on a motorbike together.
See? You're worried about forgetting stuff. You're sharp as a razor.
She wouldn't look at me now. Neither would anyone else.
Ah, I see we have a self-pitying Mr. Turner today. I know. How about when you're back on your feet?
If.
Oh. When you're back on your feet, how about me and you? We do a bit of double dating. That way, if we get stood up, we know we like each other.
Tricia would like you to find someone else. You've got a lot to offer.
Makes 2 of us. When?
I'm thinking of opening a chemist.
This is a serious amount of drugs, Alan. You need all this.
Yes, he does. But you could always ring his doctor and give her your opinion.
Sorry.
How did you manage with your breakfast, Dad?
Oh, much better.
Good. People are beginning to walk to the church, Marlon.
Right, come on, Al. Get your penguin suit on. We'll sprint down there and make a big entrance.
Are you deliberately trying to upset him?
I've enjoyed seeing Marlon.
You see, that's exactly what happens. He gets overexcited, conks out. I can't get food into him for days. Thank you.
I better be off then.
Well, come back soon.
Oh, I will.
It's all right for folks who swan in and out, but I'm stuck with this all the time.
Surely I can bring him a piece of wedding cake tomorrow, eh?
Ring first. That's not too much to ask, is it?
Sorry.
Excuse me. Don't tell me. It'll come to me in a minute. Begins with Stephanie. Am I right?
You know what they say about sarcasm, Eric? I am not amused.
Plenty more where that came from. Big building on a hill, now making handbags. Ring any bells?
I've been looking after my dad. I don't have to apologise to anybody. Least of all you.
He's hardly at death's door.
He's very poorly. He needs me.
Well, so does the factory. You are part owner. Or had you forgotten?
I might have guessed I'd get no sympathy from you.
Correct.
Is Alan awake? I've got him some wedding cake and a few goodies from the reception. I thought it might cheer him up.
Oh, what an excellent idea.
Yes. How thoughtful of you, Marlon. I'll take those.
Oh, I think Marlon would like to deliver them in person.
That was the idea.
He's not very strong. I don't think he's up to a visit.
Oh, nonsense. I'd be delighted to see Marlon, and it would give you a much-needed break from your burden of care. Oh, and you could come and see your chums up at the factory.
Oh, yeah, feel free.
Splendid. Right. Give Marlon your shopping, and I'll give you a lift.
Just don't tire him out.
He won't. Come on.
Ah, Stephanie, you're just in time. Now get yourself a cup. I've saved you a piece of wedding cake.
How did you manage to make a pot of tea?
Oh, Marlon made it before he went. You've only just missed him.
Oh, he stayed a long time, didn't he?
Yes, he did, bless his heart.
I hope he hasn't tired you out.
Oh, far from it.
All the same, Dad. I think after you finished your tea, you ought to go and have a lay down.
Yeah, but Lisa, I'm doing an awful lot of laying down these days.
I know I've told you before, but you've got to get your rest.
Yeah, but Marlon suggested I should get out more, talk to people.
He had a lot to say for himself, didn't he?
Yeah, but it all made sense. If I was a bit more active and took a few less pills, it would do me the world of good.
I think Marlon's wasted as a chef. He ought to be a GP. Marlon, could I have a word?
Sure, Steph.
I just wanted to say how much I appreciate you spending so much time with my dad this afternoon.
Pleasure.
Quite wore him out, poor love. I mean, he was very pleased to see you, but, well, I think it was a little too much for him.
I'm sorry, I had no idea.
Well, he's not as strong as he thinks he is, and it's going to take him a long time to recover.
Yeah, I understand that.
I know you meant well, telling him to get out and about and meet people, but he's not up to it. He's very frail.
I was trying to cheer him up.
Oh, I know, and you did, and I'm ever so grateful. Just remember he's getting old, and he needs a lot of rest.
Yeah, OK.
Thanks, darling.
So you're not going...
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
And how are you?
Oh, very well, thank you.
Really?
Well, I've turned the corner, remember? And you and I are on an even keel now, so I have every reason to be optimistic.
Of course you have. But what I said yesterday still stands. Don't overdo it, or you'll regret it.
Just the two.
Hello? Hello?
Lisa!
Oh, Steph. I thought I'd just drop by and see how Alan's doing.
You can't. No need.
Is he not up to visitors then?
That's right. Too tired.
Well, in that case, why don't I stop here and you have a bit of a break? You look a bit stressed, love.
You know what? I'm quite enjoying it, Lisa. Me and me Dad, well, we're getting closer and closer.
I thought I'd take him for a run out in the van. Fresh air and a change of scene might do him the world of good.
No, he's not himself. He's really not up to it, Lisa.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
Positive. Thanks for thinking of us.
Oh, it's no trouble. Hello, Alan!
Thanks, Lisa. Bye-bye.
Bye, love.
Oh, I'll take the hose. Oh, you all right?
Yes, I thought I heard Lisa earlier.
Yeah, that's right. She popped round.
Why don't you come up and say hello?
Well, I expect she's got better things to do with her time, Dad. Why? What's the matter? Ain't I good enough?
Of course you are, yeah. No, it's just that I get a bit bored. I get lonely, to be honest.
Oh, it's just as well I've got some company for you then, isn't it? I thought this would help the pills go down.
Well, aren't you going to have a glass with me?
No, I thought I'd pop down the Woolly. There you go. Have fun.
I'm tempted to break into Pearl's house if I have to, so I can speak to her face to face.
Can I change the subject, Viv, just for a moment?
Oh, I don't know. This subject could keep me going for a very long time. The nerve of the woman!
I just wanted to mention, I thought it was very sweet of Emily, what she said.
What was that then?
Well, that she was going to order some puzzle books for my dad.
Oh, yeah, well, that's Emily. Heart's in the right place. She is on our side, you know.
Yeah, but the trouble is, I don't think my dad's up to that.
What do you mean?
I don't think he's up to puzzle books.
Why not?
Because he's not as sharp as he used to be.
Mentally?
I've said too much as it is. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. About Pearl.
Pines, port lemon and a gin and tonic, please.
You're not welcome here.
Oh, come on, Louise.
I've been the victim of a psycho, Len. Do you remember that? I was stalked and terrified for months. So I'm not going to just stand by and let you bring another one right into the heart of this village to prey on me or any other of the women here.
He's not a psycho.
Oh, really? Well, what if Ollie was still living with you? Would you feel the same way then?
I've come here for a quiet drink, not an argument.
Well, you won't get a drink here.
Come on. That was disgraceful.
I didn't mean you to drink it all.
Well, I've made up my mind. I'm going to cut down.
Good for you. Meanwhile, there's your tablets.
Oh, I'll just take one.
If they ease the pain...
No, it's not. I'm not stopping. I'm just cutting down. I want to keep a clear head. Look, go with me on this one, Steph.
OK, that's what you want.
Steph, help me! Steph, I need your help!
Oh.
Dad, look at you. You're in a right 2 and 8.
I want to go downstairs.
Well, why didn't you call me?
I did.
Well, I never heard you. Come on. Let's help you into that chair and then I'll get you into bed.
Oh.
I
just wanted to go and watch the television.
You need your rest.
I'll rest on the sofa.
I think you've had quite enough excitement for one morning. Look, we'll see how you look after a rest.
I am not tired.
Dad, do you remember what happened the last time you ignored me? You fell down those stairs and nearly killed yourself. Now, do you want to get better?
Yes, of course I do.
Good. So we will get you into bed and you will stay there. Do you hear me? I'll bring you up a telly later. Now, come on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, thanks for bringing those over, Viv.
Well, it must be hard for you running round after Alan all day.
Oh, well, I wish he appreciated me as much as you do.
Difficult patient, is he?
No, I just can't seem to get things right.
Oh, men are all the same. Not built for childbirth, can't take the pain like we do.
Yeah, well, you try getting them to admit to it, though.
All think they're superheroes on the quiet. My Bob was watching Die Hard with a Vengeance last night. Cut himself on a tin opener and he'd passed out. It was nice.
Hot pot. Taste.
Always love hot pot. Very nice.
I thought I'd give me Dad a treat.
Oh, well, lucky Alan. I'll leave you to serve him his lunch.
Thanks again, Viv.
Right.
Did you enjoy it?
It tasted different.
Oh, well, that'll be the hangover. It can ruin the flavour, but trust you to blame it on my cooking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it isn't easy looking after you, Dad. I mean, it cost me a lot of time and money. Oh, speaking of which, I need you to sign me a cheque. Thank you. Oh, now. Just the one.
I just wanted to keep a clear head.
There you are, darling. Anything you say, Dad. I'm here to serve. Oh, I expect you'll be needing a drink when you wake up. Very grateful to you, Viv, for cashing these cheques. I just can't get to the bank, you know, looking after him all the time.
Yeah, you do look tired.
I looked after me Dad when he were ill. It's not easy, I know. Yeah, well, I hope he appreciated you more than mine appreciates me.
Do you like his hot pot?
He said it tasted funny. Mind, he'll probably have forgotten by the time I get back. I never know what to expect with him these days.
It really does sound as if he's turning senile.
Or whatever. All I can do is help him through it. But I must say it's getting harder. I've cancelled all the bookings. Well, I can't risk him getting into one of his moods and shouting and hooting at all the guests. Ta-da. Shelley? What surprise?
I want to talk to your father.
Bad time, I'm afraid.
You can't stop me seeing him.
He's very ill. You should have phoned first.
I have phoned, but it didn't seem to be getting him anywhere. That's why I thought it was best to do this face to face.
Right. Well, you'd better come in. We'll talk over a drink. Sorry you've had a wasted journey. I'll book you a cab.
I'm not going anywhere till I've seen Alan.
I told you he's ill.
What's wrong with him?
He started drinking too much when you left. Got very depressed. Fell down the stairs and broke his ankle. I blame you for all of it.
Well, at least let me see him and I can apologise.
It's too late for that. I've just nursed him back to health. I don't want you upsetting him.
He's a grown man. You should let him decide for himself.
He's asleep.
Well, then I'll wait until he wakes up.
There's no point. I didn't want to say this to you, Shelley, because we've known each other for so long, but the truth is he hates you. He told me he never wanted to see you again.
I don't believe you.
Are you calling me a liar?
You're certainly that and worse. I know you did everything you could to poison the relationship between me and your father. I'm not going anywhere till I've had a chance to tell him my side.
Told you, Shelley. He's asleep.
I still have to go upstairs to collect the stuff I left in my room.
They're not in your room. He hated you so much he told me to burn them. I had to hide them. Oh, don't believe that either. I boxed them up and I put them in the cellar. I'd have sent them to you, only you didn't leave me a forwarding address.
Right, I'll go and get them then.
They're on top of the packing cases, clearly marked. Just take it and get out. I don't want you having any excuse to come back.
Right, but as soon as I've got my stuff, I'm going up to see him, all right?
Why do you always have to ruin everything? All my life you seem to have been turning up like the proverbial bad penny.
What are you doing? You can't do this to me!
Don't tell me what I can and can't do, darling. This is all your fault. Everything was going fine until you came back. One more sound from you and it'll be the last you ever make. Do you hear me? That's better.
Can you hear me?
deal with you later.
Steph!
I'm here.
I've been calling for ages.
Dad, I have got work to do.
I thought I heard Shelley.
Don't be so ridiculous. Look, you're having a nightmare.
Yes, I suppose so, but it was so clear. I'm sure I heard her voice.
Dad, think about this. It's never going to happen. Shelley walked out. She's left. She's never coming back. No, what you thought you heard is what you wanted to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Oh, you're getting worse. It's a good job it's me you're talking to and not the doctor. He might send for little men in white coats to come and take you away. And all this nonsense about taking control of your medication. Oh, I'm doing my best, Dad. I just want you to get a proper rest.
They make me feel so drowsy. I can't sleep without them.
We'll see. But I'm going to look in on you later. And if you're still in a state, then I'm going to have to insist. Okay? Shelley, Shelley, Shelley. What am I going to do with you, eh? Everything was just going right for me and my dad. Okay. It would have taken him a while, you know, to get used to me looking after him, but, oh, I'm sure he'd have got there in the end. And then you had to come back and put your oar in. I can't let you spoil things. I mean, you can understand that, can't you, love? We've got to talk. But you start screaming again and you know what happens. Do you understand? I don't get you, Shelley. You're a grown woman. Why couldn't you just go away and make your own life? Why do you always have to try and steal what's mine?
I just wanted to talk to him, to explain...
He's my dad. You can't have him.
Then let me at least say goodbye to him.
No, because I don't trust you. I've never trusted you. I can remember the first time I clapped eyes on you. I was too soft-hearted on you then. Let you tag along.
I've never always been grateful.
And so you should be. You're a born loser. Tagging along behind me, picking up my crumbs. Until you decided that wasn't good enough. And you thought you could steal what was mine.
No, I didn't. I never wanted to fall out with you. I always hoped we could stay friends.
Friends? You was never my friend. You were like, well, some sort of parasite that stuck to me. You know why? Because you couldn't survive on your own.
You're right. I've messed everything up. I need you to tell me what to do next, like the old days.
No, that won't work, Shell. You see, I can't risk the damage you might do. No, I want you out of my life.
I could go away. Then you and your dad could live happily together like you always wanted.
Go, Shell. I don't want to hurt you, but you see, it's the only way. I can't trust you. You've proved that. Every time I think you've gone, you come back.
Not this time. I'll move abroad. I'll start a new life. I'll never bother you again.
Even if I believe that, my dad might go looking for you again.
Then you've got to let me talk to him. I'll tell him it's all over, that I never want to see him again.
Nah. You promised me you'd tell him that you didn't want to go to Spain. But you just told him a pack of lies about me instead. I ain't gonna fall for that one again, am I? No, I'm sorry, Shell. It just ain't gonna work. There's only one real way I can be sure of you not coming back.
I could write a letter and you could give it to him after I've gone. I'll tell him I hate him and I never want to see him ever again. Anything you want. I'll start it straight away. Just untie my hands.
I've got to go.
I brought these magazines for your dad.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Emily. I'll make sure he gets them as soon as he wakes up. He's fast asleep at the moment.
I expect you got the break after running round after him.
Yes.
You know, I saw a taxi pulling up earlier. I thought it was Shelley.
Oh, no, you're mistaken. No, it was one of the guests. She came back to collect her coat. But you're quite right, yes. There wasn't a likeness.
It's a pity. Your dad would have been pleased if it had been Shelley, because I know he misses her.
Well, we'll just have to help him get over it, won't we? Thanks again for the magazines. I'm so sorry I can't invite you in for tea, but I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
Another time.
Oh, that's all I want.
Oh, I think you should finish it.
I'm just not hungry anymore.
Dad, you've got to keep your strength up. Why are you being so difficult? I'm only trying to look after you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and I do appreciate it.
Good. So eat.
What was that noise?
What noise?
Downstairs.
Oh, I was stacking some rubbish. Maybe it's fallen over. I'll go and clear it.
No, don't go. I'm very grateful for all you're doing, and I do get a bit lonely up here, you know, all on my own.
Dad, you need to sleep.
Yeah, well, I'm feeling drowsy now. You see, I don't need the pills. Just stay with me till I nod off, eh?
We're playing games, are we? It reminds me of the old days. You can't hide forever, Shelley. Come out, wherever you are. I know you're in here. I can hear you breathing.
You always tormented me! Well, not anymore!
No, thanks. Haven't you forgot something? You shouldn't have done that, Shelley. Now you've made me really angry. Should have stayed away. Villagers forgotten about you anyway. Well, you ain't very memorable, are you? You won't be. We're going on a little trip, you and me. Only you ain't coming back.
Where have you been? I've been calling you for hours.
I'm so sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to worry you, love. I just went for a drive in the woods.
I thought I heard Shelley again.
Well, it's hardly surprising that woman haunts you, is it? She's treated you so badly. It's time to forget her, Dad. She's gone forever. She's never coming between us again. No. From now on, it's just you and me. Good night, Dad.
You want to top up for that, Steph?
I shouldn't. I've got to leave in a minute, thanks.
Well, I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you look like you could do with one.
I appreciate the offer, love. Now, I don't want to leave me Dad too long. Not in the state he's in.
Well, it's really serious with Alan, isn't it?
He's been very depressed, of course, but I swear he's aged 10 years since Shelley walked out. Drinking don't help.
Oh, he's drinking?
Yeah.
Well, sounds to me like you should get some professional help for him.
I might have to.
But
I'm going to hang on in there. You know, maybe it's best left to sort out his own demons.
75.
It's in the bag.
Well, here's hoping, huh? We'll see, shall we? Excuse me.
The competition's a bit stiffer than I thought. It'll be fine.
I'll love and leave you then.
Yeah, all right, Steph. We'll take care. And if there's anything we can do.
Thanks. I'll manage. I have so far.
92!
You know what? I'm bored already.
Beers at our house.
All right, come on.
Dad? 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 You all right?
Yes, yeah. I'm all right. I was just a bit hungry. When's dinner?
You've had your dinner. Dad, don't tell me you can't remember.
I haven't, have I?
Of course you have. It was your favourite. Don't tell me you forgot. You can't have blacked out Toad in the Hole.
No, no, I just can't seem to remember.
Oh, I can see that.
Shelley was here, wasn't she?
Dad, we had this out yesterday. Do you remember? You were dreaming.
Yeah. Yes, I suppose so. It was just so real. I really am rather hungry.
The doctor said I mustn't overfeed you.
Yeah, I just feel so fuzzy.
Well, that'll be the lack of sleep. You need rest. Look, I bought this to cheer you up.
Oh, I don't think I want it.
My dad refusing a wee dram? Oh, now I will be thinking you're poorly.
That's true.
Do you know what I reckon? I reckon you've been dreaming of Shelley because you're not getting proper rest. And that's because you've cut down on your pills. Now, I think this might help you to get a good night's sleep.
Perhaps it might.
Here you go then, Dad. If you could just sign me the first half dozen.
Oh, I thought we were all up to date with the bills and things. Didn't I just sign a few checks the other day?
Oh, no, sweetheart, you're getting confused. That was ages ago. That's it. And you leave everything to me. I don't want you worrying about a thing, not a thing. Well, apart from getting yourself better, that is.
Thank you.
Just one more.
Hiya, Steph. Some cans to take out, just please.
How you doing, Lisa?
Oh, fine.
You having a booze up at the factory?
Oh, no. Oh, these are for Zach and Shadrach. Either that or bang their heads together. How's Alan?
Oh, you know. Oh, seeing him like that, it's pitiful. He's such a big man, and yet he's so frail. Not so much physically as mentally.
And it's the mind that counts.
That's right. I mean, he doesn't seem to know sometimes what's real and what isn't.
Well, anything I can do to help, any time.
You're doing enough as it is, Lisa.